We're in a place they call the American Airlines Arena in downtown Miami, Florida. Right on the water, the home of the Heat, where we're broadcasting live today. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, DeMar DeRozan is a great dribble penetrator, but three-pointers are not his focus. He said, I feel like I can get to the basket at will, so it feels like settling. Instead, I could have gotten fouled, got free throws, or an easier shot. I'm not discrediting the three-pointer at all. I know I can shoot it. I just don't. Kevin?
And three-pointers certainly on the rise. We'll see if he sticks to his guns. DA, thank you.
Well, of course, two Canadian teams were born to the NBA in '95. But back in 2001, the Vancouver Grizzlies became the Memphis Grizzlies, leaving the Toronto Raptors as the sole Canadian survivor.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. Setting the floor for the Raptors. The explosive pair of Lowry and DeRozan are the backcourt. Jamari Carroll is out there with Jared Sullinger. And it's Valanciunas in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. What's interesting about the Raptors and Grizzlies when they first entered the league, the Grizzlies were actually the team that seemed to be on the track for big things. But lately, the tables have really turned.
Yeah, and what's surprising to me is that as we've tried to appeal to more people in more countries with our game, we still have only one franchise located outside of the U.S., and that's the Raptors. The NBA is seeing a rejuvenation in revenues, but if we want that growth to maximize, we may need to try and broaden our international horizon. How on earth did they let him get that wide open?
And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Here's Whiteside. It's slammed in by Whiteside.
Well, I would say that's as high percentage as you're going to get from Hassan Whiteside. He really takes off on those dunks.
Outside Lowry. Here's DeRozan. Here's Valanciunas. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. He'd have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. It's Dragic with the drive. Bosh dishes to Dragic. Lets it go from 14. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
He looked like he was in rhythm to shoot that one, guys, especially as open as he was. Just clanged it.
Pass to Carroll. Valanciunas in the high post. Back to Carroll. 5 to shoot. Lowry from outside. And that's out of bounds. Toronto will retain possession. Passes it to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Sullinger the screen. Bosh against Valanciunas. 6 to shoot. Lowry for 3. It's hauled in by the Heat.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
Winslow, the pass to Whiteside. And that's good for 2 as he grabs the feed.
You can't allow Whiteside to get the basketball inside the paint like that. He is lights out from that close.
Outside Lowry. Here's the screen. And Carroll now atop the key. To the middle. Here's Sullinger. That's short off the rim. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Feeds it to Waiters. The pass to Winslow. Whiteside kicks to Bosh. Whiteside a screen. Dragic with a wide open look. Basket is good. The assist from Bosh. Dragic has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, he did not think twice. Firing away, Dragic knocks down and sinks the 3-ball.
Sullinger is screen on Dragic. Kicks it to Valanciunas. And stolen by Whiteside. Inside, Dragic. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Now, when you look back over the career of Dragic, and he's always been mindful to take smart shots, Brent, his offensive efficiency reflects that, and it's rare to see him get bullied into a bad shot.
Well, Dragic has had a great field goal percentage for a scoring combo guard his whole career, but you can imagine, Kevin, how much pressure there is to join a team like the Miami Heat. That can affect some of your confidence. We'll see if Dragic can reestablish that here.
Now here's Dragic. 5 points in the game. Releases. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Dragic. 6 points for Hassan Whiteside.
Well, the D presents a pretty good challenge, but Whiteside ultimately proves to be too powerful inside from there.
Lowry against Dragic. Outside Lowry. Just 5 on the clock. No good. And Miami the other way now. Dragic with it. Outside Bosch. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Raptors trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's DeRozan, and he makes the 8-footer. DeRozan's got 9.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Outside Dragic. They set the screen. It's stolen by Lowry. DeRozan with it. And it's Waiters picking him up.
Yeah, easy call.
Well, one of the biggest names in free agency, GA, this past offseason was DeMar DeRozan. Many in Toronto feared he would leave the team, but he re-upped with the Raptors on a huge deal.
Yeah, and DeRozan spoke about loyalty to the franchise when he announced he wanted to return to Toronto. It's the only team he's ever played for his entire career, and easy to be loyal when you are getting almost $30 million a year. So it's a great contract for DeRozan.
And the Heat making some trades last season to get underneath that luxury tax threshold. They reset the clock on the dreaded repeater tax, which absolutely hammers teams for being over the tax for consecutive years.
DeMar DeRozan hits them both. And Brent, as you look at how the Heat have moved to get under the cap, and even with the tax ramifications, they brought in Joe Johnson, it's become a big consideration for teams.
Well, there's no doubt that the penalty with regards to the tax doubling up and sometimes tripling up what it is that franchises will pay for going over that luxury threshold is affecting the decision-making of the general managers around the league. But this huge boost in salary cap space, Kevin, that's going to raise some eyebrows as well.
Here's Bosch. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Raptors trail by 4. Outside DeRozan. He dishes it to Carroll. And misses it off the right side of the rim. For Miami, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. No one covering. Waiters got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Well, he is an offensive weapon, especially when Waiters gets locked in the catch-and-shoot game.
Well, one thing, Brent, with Dion Waiters is that when he is on, he is red hot. He's one of those players who will get single-digit points for a few weeks, then just explode for 25 or 30 points out of the blue.
Well, that sounds nice, Kevin, but most coaches are seeking consistency, and he's really not had that in the early stages of his career so far. So still trying to figure out his role, but he does bail out his team every now and again with those kind of scoring binges.
Some changes for Toronto. Patterson, he's checked in for Jared Sullinger. And it's Joseph in for Damari Carroll. Raptors trail by 7. Outside Lowry. The feed to DeRozan. Down low. And Joseph kicks to Valanciunas. Lowry from outside. Raptors get it back. Second shot opportunity. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Clearly a foul.
And the former 5th overall pick back in the 2011 draft, Valanciunas is still only scratching, people feel, the surface of his true potential.
And he's had a few bouts with the injury bug, Kevin, but when he's right, he's a load. Struggles defending on the perimeter, but his rebounding and rim protection have gotten more nasty as he's matured.
Richardson, he's checked in for Miami. Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. He doesn't get the second one. On offense, here are the Heat. They're on a 16-7 run. Richardson, no luck. Raptors trail by 6. 18 feet out, and he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Here's Johnson. It's slammed in by Whiteside.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And DeRozan kicks to Lowry. Back to DeRozan. To the middle. Here's Valanciunas. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the Raptors, they've come a long way over the past few years in terms of their competitiveness.
And what I like about the Raptors front office, they're unafraid to reshape the team when things aren't quite working. 2 years ago, they were much more about offense than defense. Last year, they were an upper echelon defensive team, even if the offense suffered a little bit.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Johnson comes in for Hassan Whiteside. And it's Williams in for Winslow. Then for the Raptors, Ross is checked in for DeRozan. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. Good on both. It's amazing to watch these NBA athletes competing every day. You and I get the lucky seat right there in front midcourt. Such size, such athleticism. It's intimidating. Who are the most intimidating players, you think, in the game today?
If you go to Detroit and you want to match up with number 0 there and Andre Drummond,
look out.
You're in for a long night.
Harness yourself in.
The way that he can patrol the middle, Kevin, and the way he's relentless at coming at the offensive glass and the defensive glass all game long, I'm really interested in the development of Andre Drummond as the centerpiece, figuratively and literally, for the Detroit Pistons.
Takes it from 10. Here's Bosch. Now Steve from Valanciunas.
Well, the defense ready for him there in prevent mode, making sure that he didn't get a clean look at that layup.
Well, the Heat have had a lot of success since their inception, 3 titles as a team. In fact, Brent, you'd be hard-pressed to find just one great moment for a team, as they've had so many.
Well, the thing is, Kevin, they've had so many different ways in which they've constructed the team. Dwayne Wade in his prime, Shaq coming along in the later stages of his career, and then obviously having LeBron James in South Beach for a few years didn't hurt their chances of appearing in the NBA Finals. But it's the what next factor for the rest of this franchise and how quickly they can maintain Eastern Conference dominance.
Valanciunas hits them both. And so here is Miami. Johnson kicks to Richardson. Johnson outside to the inside. It's stolen by Valanciunas. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
Now, I don't know if he just lost sight of the lines on the floor, but he seemed perfectly oblivious to where he was on the court, guys.
And Toronto making a change here. Pirtle's checked in. Johnson outside. Back to Richardson. On the wing, Williams. Johnson outside. Here's Bosch. They grab their own miss. Can't get it to fall.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
That's really one of his specialties, altering shots in close.
Pirtle dishes to Powell. He nails it, and we're tied up.
And when Pirtle sees one of his guys wide open, he whips it his way. He's all for doing what's best for the team.
Now here's Johnson. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Bosch. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Powell, the pass to Pirtle. Dishes it to Ross. Now Joseph, 6 to shoot. And Pirtle gets it to go on the assist from Joseph. Pirtle's got the game tied up here for Toronto. Johnson kicks to Richardson. He feeds it to Bosch. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Bosch has got 10.
When Bosch gets that close to the basket, he is relentless on how he attacks. We saw it there.
Williams against Ross. A 3-ball. Bosch grabs the miss. Bosch has got 5 rebounds tonight. 1:29 left in the first quarter. Johnson, good.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Back to Joseph. To the paint. And the dunk by Pirtle.
And look at Pirtle effortlessly dropping the hammer on the D.
Johnson kicks to Bosch. Back to Johnson. Basket is good. The assist from Bosch. Bosch has got 3 assists now in this one. There's 49 seconds left in the first quarter. And they're pushing it up. Here's Johnson, and another basket for Miami.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Yeah, great vision, patience. He's been the catalyst for a lot of what they've done tonight.
Now here's Ross. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Raptors have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And the first one at the line is good. And for a few years now, the Heat have made a point to play at a very slow pace. Helps minimize possessions for both teams. And, Brent, if you look at the roster, it plays right to their strengths.
Yeah, something about the slower pace, I think, seems to help out their current mix of players. And, of course, over the past season and a half, their development with Whiteside down there in the middle, that could slow up what you try to do offensively. But, again, a staple for Eric Spoelstra and what the Heat do is defensively causing you all sorts of trouble in the half court before it is they attack you on the other end.
And that one drops for him. And the Heat lead by 7. Toronto's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Patterson, the screen. Tries it from the top of the key, and he knocks down the jumper. Ross has got 6.
The pick definitely could have been better, didn't fully commit to it, but it was still just enough to get his teammate enough room to knock down the shot.
And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. It's the Heat up by 5. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Miami, guys.
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
These guys are pickpockets out there. They feast off of that kind of carelessness. You have to protect the ball around them.
Justice Winslow out there with Williams. Then there's Whiteside. Then there's Wayne Ellington. And it's Dragic in at the 1. So that's who Miami starts the second with. DeRozan. Nice teamwork to set up the big play and make the space for the J.
He's one of those guys the defense always has to watch out for. Burned him there.
Dragic dishes to Winslow. Whiteside, a screen on Carroll. Goes back up. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Outside Lowry. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
I like that. Didn't force the jam. Just happy to lay in the soft floater.
Ellington the pass to Winslow. There's the pick. Off the pick. Again, the miss by the Heat.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
All instinctual because he knows where he needs to go and then force the opponent to do something about it.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the 10th pick in the draft can sometimes be a diamond in the rough. You remember Paul Pierce went to the Celtics many years ago with the 10th pick, and Justice Winslow fell to the Heat with the 10th pick a couple of years ago. From day one, Winslow has proven to be on the elite side of defenders in the league. Eric Spoelstra told us he plays with a veteran poise, but also with a youthful intensity, particularly on the defensive end. Kevin, he's been great in Miami.
He just makes winning plays, D.A. Thank you. Miami's gone 3 of 4 from long range in the game. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Great self-confidence from Winslow on that play, taking it up strong inside.
Outside Lowry. It's Lowry again missing.
Yeah, those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight.
Winslow against Carroll. Now here's Winslow. Defense right on him. Here's Dragic. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Raptors trail by 3. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And stolen by Whiteside. In the corner, it's Ellington. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Ellington's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Great open look there.
He really can time those perfectly. What an assist.
The Heat leading by 4. Dragic kicks to Williams. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
Very lazy defense there, but luckily they got bailed out by the missed shot. He won't miss many of those opportunities.
Sullinger, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And now they're starting to pound the basketball inside.
And some changes here for the Heat. Waiters, he's checked in for Williams. And Josh Richardson subbed in for Wayne Ellington. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Toronto. Bray, you had the chance to play under Coach Greg Popovich during your 4 seasons with the Spurs. Aside from the obvious accolades and plaudits, what stands out to you about him as a coach?
The one thing about Pop that stands out, Kevin, is the simple fact that the rhythm of the season is something that he has a tremendous amount of control over.
Good feel for it.
There's no doubt about it. Pop's so good about understanding the feelings and the emotions attached to the game. And on top of that, the priority with which the game should have in your life. And that's the kind of player that they're looking for. They understand that the player has to understand the job, his accountability to his teammates, the role that he's asked to play, and then lastly, just how important basketball is in the grand scheme of things.
Here's Dragic after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Right side a screen. Outside Dragic. right at the free throw line. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Dragic. Lowry dishes to DeRozan. To the middle. It's tipped. Near the three-point line, it's Dragic. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Dragic. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. Sullinger with a screen for DeRozan. Outside Lowry. Puts up a three. Offensive rebound. DeRozan against Richardson. And it's Carroll in the corner. Here's the three. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Here's Dragic. 5 points in the game. He kicks it to Waiters. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. 6 points for Dion Waiters.
Now, some guys have a hard time finding their teammates in those possessions. Dragic is always looking to dish to get it to the open man.
Inside, Sullinger passes to DeRozan. Here's Lowry, and he gets the bucket. Lowry's got the game tied up here for the Raptors.
Well, a good first quarter, good second. This could be a big night.
Dragic kicks to Richardson. And here's Winslow. Right side a screen. Now the dish to Richardson. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Waiters. He can't get that one, so the Raptors will take it the other way. Here's Lowry. 8 points for him. On the wing, DeRozan. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Johnson, he's checked in for Winslow. And the Raptors also making a change. Joseph's checked in, and Miami calls their first time out of the game.
You know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, I agree. A good timeout here if that's the case. No reason to waste precious seconds to get together.
Chris Bosh is checked in for Miami. Tyler Johnson comes in for Goran Dragic. And then for Toronto, Pirtle, he's checked in for Sullinger. Terrence Ross comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Powell in for Kyle Lowry. Miami's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. Stolen by Joseph. And oh, here we go. Joseph's got it. The fast break chance. He gets it in there. And the Raptors lead by 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Johnson kicks to Johnson. Shoots from 12. Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Joseph dishes to Ross. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
I mean, there's not a lot of reasons for a turnover, but there's certainly not one there. Just a lapse of judgment.
Miami's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them.
And the way that the league is changing, you have to respect the fact that Eric Spoelstra has changed along with it. He's had a lot of small ball during the big 3 years. And he's been able to recognize when it's advantageous to go.
Whoa! Look out. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Well, this team now has to settle in right here and have a great possession without getting so aggressive that you compound your mistake.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Raptors leading by 4. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Johnson kicks to Waiters. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Waiters got 5 points now this quarter.
When he gets inside, Waiters sometimes finds it hard to finish in traffic, but he makes the necessary adjustment there.
Here's Ross. It's stolen by Johnson. Pass to Johnson. And Waiters kicks to Johnson. Here's Joseph. And there's the call on Bosch. That's his first foul. Here's Powell. Pass to Joseph. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Here's Valanciunas. After 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Ray, you're a 2-time NBA champion. What's it like when you first reached that tremendous goal of winning a title after the long, arduous season before it?
Well, it's such a long year, and you spend so much time with your group of guys and your coaching staff that when it's finally over, there's just an incredible amount of elation and celebration and the work that you've put in all year long. I would tell you, Kevin, it's something that you remember. It's hard to express in words what that connection is, and it lasts for the rest of your life. When you run into your teammates and you see your coaches, you can immediately snap back to what it was that season represented for you and how much it meant for you and your career.
And probably you think on those seasons going by in a blink of an eye. Some seasons last forever, but other seasons like those, I imagine, seem like just a snap of a finger.
They do, and the memories last even longer, Kevin. You know, trophies are for gathering dust. That's one thing, but memories last a lifetime.
Where are your rings right now? You keep them stashed away? Do you ever wear them?
I never wear them, and if I'm honest with you, I'm not sure where they are, but they're safe. Because if I don't know where they are, if I don't know where they are, if somebody were to rob my house, they don't know where they are either.
Kicks it out to Johnson. Looks for Bosch, gets it to him.
You know, around the league, Chris Bosch is thought about as such a versatile big man that still can dominate a game. Rare to have someone be so comfortable from anywhere on the floor with his size. Creating his own shot is very rare at the power forward spot, but expanding to the three-point line has made him devastating offensively.
The first one falls. So he gets them both.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Joseph with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Valanciunas passes to Ross. And again, it's Toronto converting. And with Bosch in his play, he's still one of the best power forwards in the league. Right, you have to include his name into that conversation.
Well, don't let Eric Spoelstra's secrets out of the bag with what Chris Bosch does for him defensively. That's where he shows so much versatility as a 4 or 5 man, completely mobile out there, and it allows multiple pick and roll coverages.
Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And talking about last season, this team hit just 74% of their free throws. I'm sure they were hoping for better than that.
And the first one drops.
We know about him being the 4th overall pick in the draft, and Waiters still trying to find a role on this team.
The Heat making a switch here. Ellington's checked in. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Toronto. And both free throws good for Waiters.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Ross kicks to Patterson. No good on the three. The Heat trail by 5. Passes it to Johnson. Back to Johnson. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet. Johnson's got 3 assists now in this one.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the second. Shot clock at 6. Patterson dishes to Joseph. Let's go. Miami grabs the miss. Bosch has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Johnson kicks to Bosch. Now the pass to Ellington. On the wing, Johnson. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Bosch with the bucket.
I think the reason Bosch is clicking out there is because of the shots that he's taking. He's as smart as they come.
Patterson, the screen. And Joseph kicks to Patterson. And it's Patterson finishing it off.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Bosch passes to Ellington. Lets the 3 fly. Good on the triple. Ellington's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Heat.
Simply taking advantage there of the defense. An easy look from 3.
Now here's Joseph. He's guarded by Johnson. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Patterson's got 6 points in the quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Drives from the block, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. And there's the foul. It's called on Toronto.
Fantastic job by Chris Bosch there to get the ball that close inside and getting the defense to feel uncomfortable.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That free throw, no good. Derek Williams, he checked in for Miami. And the second free throw, good. Raptors with the lead. Now Joseph looking for his first basket still in this one. Feeds to Ross. With 1 on the clock. No good on that last second attempt there. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Raptors lead by 1. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
I would call that a competitive first half of action. Ernie Johnson here welcoming you back to the 2K Sports Halftime Show with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 13 points and 1 assist. And taking a look at the Raptors, Kenny, what did you see out there?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
And over to Shaq. What'd you think about Miami?
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change. Can't let a team shoot for a percentage in the high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
That'll do it for now. Second half coming up. We'll see you after the game.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. You look at Chris Bosh in this game. I mean, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, how about all of the assists he's had already in the first half? Got his team a lot of easy baskets.
Yeah, this is something he can do every night, unselfish, almost to a fault. That's what makes him one of the league's better playmakers.
And Toronto has possession. It's a one-point game. So for Toronto right now, Lowry and DeRozan, the core of this team at the guard spots. Jared Sullinger is out there with DeMarre Carroll. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5. Lowry kicks to Sullinger. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by Bosh. Carroll against Winslow. He dishes it to Bosh. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Lowry against Dragic. Sullinger right side. Outside DeRozan. Screened by Valanciunas. Just 5 on the clock. Traps in the tray. Lowry's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Toronto. Lowry against Dragic. Now here's Waiters, guarded closely. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Carroll dishes to DeRozan.
And DeMar DeRozan, kind of a throwback, you know, for this day and age when we talk so much about the three-point shot, because he's not a guy that's going to bomb you to death from deep. He's a high flyer who's going to attack the rim and get to the free throw line. And to me, that's extremely important, because the more attempts at the line you get, the more opportunities you have to set your defense. And so he beats people with that polished mid-range game and shoots an incredible number at that line. And those are reasons why this guy continues to improve and become one of the best at that off-guard position.
And he's good on the second. The Heat trail by 5. Rockets the pass to Whiteside. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Really makes the basics look pretty exceptional. And looking at how DeRozan gets his points last season, Greg, he made great strides in becoming a more efficient shooter.
Yeah, and for a guy who didn't take a lot of threes, the field goal accuracy wasn't all that great for a number of seasons. But last year, DeRozan was more patient, took better shots. He also became more of a conscientious playmaker, which his teammates, no doubt, appreciate.
Dragic kicks to Whiteside. Back to Dragic. And stolen by Kyle Lowry. This one for 3, and stolen by Whiteside. Open shot, Dragic. Carroll with the rebound.
Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Yeah, and I think that's the shot they were scheming to create on that possession. Painful, it didn't go down.
DeRozan dishes to Lowry. DeRozan passes to Lowry. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a three-point play.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
The free throw drops for Valanciunas. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Dragic against Lowry. Dragic kicks to Waiters. Bosh, the screen. There's the 3. Waiters no luck.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Bosh. Bosh has got 7 rebounds in the game. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Baseline jumper. And a look here at the 10th overall pick from the 2015 draft in Justice Winslow out of Duke. Slipped a bit on draft day, which came as a surprise to some, Brent.
Well, if you remember, Kevin, during that draft, the Boston Celtics tried to trade several picks to move up and get Winslow, but the general manager of the Miami Heat said not so fast. We'll take him here. And when you watch him play, it's clear that he has an incredible impact on the floor defensively. A lot of teams have passed up on him, already kicking themselves.
And the first one at the line is good.
Well, I think Winslow takes a lot of pride in getting himself to the free throw line, understands his body and size, and he will continue to improve upon that over time.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, even in Winslow's short stint at Duke University, you could tell he was a winner. He helped lead that team to a collegiate title and showed up with huge games with everything on the line.
Clock at 6. And Valanciunas kicks to Lowry. Launches it. Connects from three-point range. Lowry's got 14 points.
Well, he's not automatic from downtown, but certainly took advantage of the soft defense there.
Bosh against Valanciunas. Whiteside, a screen on DeRozan. It's good from long range. 14 points for Dion Waiters. Brent, as you said, Winslow just oozes winning and has found success at every level, starting all the way in his high school days in Houston.
Well, sometimes people get caught up in the players' numbers. Winslow really doesn't show any discernible skill that makes him stand out, but his smarts and his acumen certainly stand out. That's why you attend to Duke.
And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Bosh. Here's Sullinger. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 5 points in the game.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire.
And the bucket counts. He is on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. So Dragic will go to the free throw line. It's on Jared Sullinger. Richardson, he's checked in for Waiters.
And last year, Kyle Lowry took another huge leap in his development, and yeah, the points, the steals, and the rebounds were fantastic, but I thought the bigger part was the fact that the discipline he showed in the offseason to drop to 25 pounds. You know, you factor that in with his shot selection, and that discipline is one reason why he was an all-star and rapidly becoming one of the very elite guards we have in our league.
Knocked loose. DeRozan against Richardson. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Hassan Whiteside. And talking about the progression of Lowry's game, some feel his improved attitude has had a lot to do with that.
You hit it. He was hard-headed when he came into the league. Didn't always get along with his coaches. Now, though, his maturity, his real confidence, those are areas of growth that have allowed him to just settle in and play his game.
That's good from DeRozan.
And team-wide, they've been terrific from the line here. Just one of those nights when the confidence has spread from one player to the next.
Both good from the line that time.
Always a steady hand there at the free throw line.
Dragic dishes to Richardson. Whiteside a screen. Richardson the pass to Whiteside. Here's Dragic from outside, and the three ball is good. Dragic has got 6 in the quarter.
Really nice to see Dragic explore that aspect of his game. The catch and shoot J is simply deadly.
Dragic against Lowry. Kicks it to Valanciunas. To the wing on the left. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Three-pointer. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Dragic with some nice D. Miami trailing. Bosch kicks to Dragic. The feed to Whiteside. Feeds away. He can't get it to go. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And it goes down 2 points.
Love to see passes to guys on the move that are on target. They don't break stride.
Outside Dragic. There's a good screen. Here's Whiteside, and the Heat get another bucket right there.
That's certainly a part of Hassan Whiteside's game that he's been working on. If he's getting that jumper to go, unguardable.
Lowry dishes to Carroll. DeRozan against Richardson. High post shot. And it's DeRozan missing. He'd have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Dragic the pass to Whiteside.
And there's no doubt that every offense thinks about Hassan Whiteside and what he can do to you on the defensive end of the floor. He bothers so many shots with his height and his length. His timing to go up and swat shots away is just unprecedented. Nice to have a big man in the league that does things like that on that end of the floor.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead.
Nice stroke from the line by Whiteside. You know, he's only going to get better from there with some practice.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Derek Williams checked in for Bosch. Ellington comes in for Justice Winslow, and it's Tyler Johnson in for Goran Dragic. That one is no good.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Powell, that's good. And thinking again on Whiteside, Brent, that is what sticks out to me. His ability to time up blocks with his height is something you very rarely see.
Well, the one thing, Kevin, he does so well is the long arms. He keeps them down and then extends them as quick as possible to get to the ball. And I think that offensive players don't realize he's got a chance to get to him. But that's why he's one of the league leaders in block shots.
Ross kicks to Joseph. Ross on the wing. Dishes it to Pirtle. And stolen by Whiteside. Outside Williams. He feeds it to Whiteside. Shoots from 14. And he hits the jumper for 2. Whiteside's got 7 points here in this quarter. And we may have an injury here that does not look good.
Well, you know, injuries, they're just such a part of the game.
His teammates, the coaches, the fans, everyone here collectively holding their breath that that injury is not something that's serious.
The Heat making a switch here. Bosch is checked in.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pirtle with the steal. Now here's Powell. Ellington defending. Powell dishes to Joseph. Back to Powell. He kicks to Ross. Off the pick. Here's Pirtle. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And guarding Pirtle is never easy. He's got so many moves and ways to get defenders to be overly physical with him.
And Jakob Pirtle enters the NBA after 2 seasons at the University of Utah. Last season, he won the Pac-12 Player of the Year, as well as awards for the best center and low post player in college basketball.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to play in Europe instead, but he thought the college route would be a nice experience. Certainly the exposure didn't hurt, and he made demonstrable improvement from year 1 to year 2.
And he makes both free throws.
And Pirtle is a massive guy, someone that uses his height exceptionally well to get high-quality looks at the bucket.
Good on that shot, and with that, the Toronto lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Bosch.
Boy, he's in rhythm. Everything he's throwing up tonight looks like it's going in, and it generally has.
The dish to Patterson. And again, Toronto no up.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And that one's good by Bosch.
And Chris Bosch has really put the work in over the last few years to improve his outside shot, which means that you can't leave him open, even from 3.
Down low, here's Pirtle. Nice D from Bosch.
You know, if you're going to go set a pick, you really have to be committed to it. He simply did not do a good enough job to get his teammate open.
Now here's Johnson. He has 5. For the lead, Bosch can't get it to go.
And really no excuse for him missing that one, guys. He has to knock that shot down.
Joseph, the pass to Powell. Patterson, the screen. Powell kicks to Pirtle. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Pirtle's got 12 in the game.
And the soft hands of Pirtle on display there. Just has such a nice stroke from the mid-range.
Williams dishes to Bosch. And that'll be Miami as it goes out of bounds. The Heat retain possession. The Heat making a switch here. Winslow's checked in. And Toronto also making a switch. DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Terrence Ross. On defense, the Raptors. The lead is 2. Johnson kicks to Bosch. Chalk up 2 there. Bosch has got 24 points. In Toronto, they've gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Joseph, the pass to Powell. Patterson, the screen. Powell kicks to Patterson. 5 on the clock. Off target from 3-point range. Miami's gotten going here in the second half from outside, nailing 3 of 4 from the arc. Outside Bosch. Pass to Ellington for the lead. Toronto grabs the miss. Patterson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Powell kicks to Joseph. Left side, DeRozan. Pass to Patterson. Shot on the wing. Here's Pirtle. And it's sent back by Bosch.
Get that weak stuff out of here. Awesome swat by Chris Bosch.
The baseline J. Johnson can't get it to go. Raptor shooting has been terrific. 54% on the game. Passes to Patterson. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Looking to get it going. A rebound by Johnson.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Ellington dishes to Johnson. Good if it goes, and that's not going to go. Coach Eric Spoelstra mic'd up along the sideline. Let's check it out.
Trust each other these last minutes, okay? Work for a great shot. Don't settle.
He always preaches teamwork. Eric Spoelstra trying to bring this unit together down the stretch.
Yeah, play unselfishly. Make the extra pass. Force the defense to have to work hard to try and get stops.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Chris Bosch is out there with Winslow. Then there's Dion Waiters. Then there's Dragic. And it's Ellington in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Bosch kicks to Winslow. Now here's Waiters. Defense is right there. But he gets it back. The pass to Ellington. Back to Waiters. Here's the screen. Dragic against Lowry. Winslow wide open. He fires, and that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Well, Winslow makes that shot, and it makes his team that much more dangerous.
And here's DeRozan. Sullinger outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. Bosch kicks to Winslow. He hits stolen by Sullinger. Lets a floater go, and it's sent back by Bosch. Out to the right wing. Back to DeRozan. Toronto working the ball around now. Out left to the wing. Clock at 6. Sullinger with a screen for Lowry. Tries again. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Jared Sullinger.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
That one good for 2. That's now 26 points for Chris Bosh.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
The scoring mindset has been unbelievably aggressive on both sides. Defensively, though, neither team has made the effort. As many attempts as you can get in close, those are high percentage.
Here's Dragic. Feeds it to Waiters. There's the pick. Bosh, a screen on DeRozan. Waiters. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
And because he likes to handle the ball, Waiters is dynamite in the pick and roll.
Lowry passes to DeRozan. Back to Lowry. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And it's sent back by Bosh. And they're able to recover. And that one is good. 11 points for Jared Sullinger. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Bosh dishes to Waiters. That one falls through. It's his 6th make from the floor this game. Now 6 for 10.
Man, his shot on target, guys. They have the lead right now, primarily because of his effort.
Lowry against Dragic. Lowry can't get that one to fall. The Heat leading by 3. A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now David Aldridge has an update for us on Hassan Whiteside. David, what's the news?
Guys, I was able to speak with the head athletic trainer for the Heat about his status. And the news is not good. Right now, it looks like a broken ankle with additional damage to the surrounding connective tissue. He won't return to this game, and he could be looking at a very long recovery process. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Boy, you always hate to see anyone ever deal with any sort of injury.
And almost for every player, it's inevitable. I mean, injuries are going to happen no matter how well you take care of yourself.
Well, for how hard he competes in the game, you know he's going to do just the same when it comes to rehab. He may recover faster than most because of it.
For Miami, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Ellington kicks to Winslow. Goes back up. He gets it in there. Winslow's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, the defense certainly wasn't bad, but wasn't good enough to stop Justice Winslow there.
Screen by Valanciunas. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Carroll's got it all tied up now for the Raptors. He'd have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Kicks to Waiters. He can't hit that time. Nice D from DeRozan to take the lead. And it's Miami with the rebound. Winslow's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
Well, you know, injuries, they're just such a part of the game.
His teammates, the coaches, the fans, everyone here collectively holding their breath that that injury is not something that's serious.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Willie Reed, he's checked in for Ellington. And it's Tyler Johnson in for Dion Waiters. keeping us updated from the sideline. Let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. With this game still up for grabs, he told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. We'll see how it plays out, Kevin.
Dragic gets the bucket.
We love to see the resolve from an offensive player after a disappointing first half. He's been terrific here in the second.
Left side, Lowry. He dishes it to Carroll. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Heat have gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. And the basket by Johnson. Raptors trail by 5. Lowry passes to Carroll. Valanciunas sets a screen for Carroll. Sullinger, a screen on Johnson. Shot off the pick. And the foul on Jonas Valanciunas. That's foul number 2 for him. Josh McRoberts has checked in for the Heat.
Josh McRoberts.
Miami leading by 5 to the paint. And Chris Bosh with the slam.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
And right now is when you have to lay it on the line. Between the two teams, they've clearly been the aggressor.
Lowry kicks to Carroll. And nothing is falling for him right now. Miami's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Outside Bosh. The feed to Johnson. From beyond the arc. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. The baseline J. That's good, and the Heat lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from DeRozan.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
He loves the pressure, feeds off it really, as we just saw there.
Dragic dishes the Bosh. On the wing, Johnson. DeRozan defending. Count that one. That's 10 points for Johnson.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Valanciunas with a screen on Johnson. Up top, Valanciunas. Outside, Lowry. Clock at 4. Takes the 3. The shot, no good. Dragic with some nice D. Bosh, that's for 2. No good off the front iron.
Ill-advised shot there.
And he knows it. Got locked into scoring mode, couldn't pull it back.
Sullinger with a screen for Carroll. Screen by Valanciunas. Here's Sullinger. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. That one is off. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Josh McRoberts. Good on the second free throw. The Heat leading by 6. Outside, Dragic. Bosh, high post. Nice D from Valanciunas. Toronto's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 three-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. DeRozan with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. And it's going to be a 3-second call. And Miami making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Miami has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Lowry against Dragic. Inside. Johnson. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist. Johnson's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat. Lowry passes to DeRozan. Oh, and the jam by Sullinger.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Dragic kicks to Bosch. Johnson in the corner. A floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Johnson's got 9 points here in the second half.
Well, he approaches the rim strong there and then flips up the teardrop.
Valanciunas with a screen on Johnson. Dishes it to Lowry. He feeds it to Sullinger. 6 to shoot. Here's Valanciunas, and the layup's good off the glass.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Johnson with it. Dragic a screen on Carroll. It's Bosch with the drive. Sullinger with the rebound. Sullinger's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lowry inside the line. Here's Valanciunas. The free throw drops for Valanciunas. Richardson, he's checked in for the Heat. Valanciunas hits them both. Miami with the ball. 4-point game to the inside. Here's Johnson. The shot, no good. Good D by Sullinger. Toronto's gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. The Heat shooting 52% from the floor. Nice work so far from them. Dragic dishes to Richardson. Winslow setting the pick for Bosch. From the arc. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
DeRozan passes to Lowry. A shot by Sullinger, wide open. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 9 assists in the game. Great passing. Carroll against Winslow. Johnson with a screen on Carroll. Winslow's shot is off. Toronto with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Sullinger left side to the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Dragic. Oh, and here comes Bosch all alone. Drops in the breakaway layup. Bosch has got 15 points here in the second half.
Not sure how many times Bosch has to prove it, but in tight games, this is the guy you go to. Comes through with a huge basket.
Here's DeRozan, and the Raptors tack on 2 more. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. Fader on the way, and Valanciunas pulls it down.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
And so the ball out of bounds. Bosch touched it last. Tyler Johnson, he's checked in for Richardson. Here's DeRozan. Another miss by DeRozan.
Not a good pick there. If I'm shooting the ball and I'm looking at it, I'm asking, where is the effort? You've got to do a better job of screening.
Dragic kicks to Bosch. Lets it go from 14. Misses off the right iron.
Well, he really T-Rexed that one, guys, short-arming it. He should have taken more time to make sure he was comfortable shooting.
Here's DeRozan, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he is unable to get the second one.
Well, I mean, a semi-productive trip to the free throw line, but we'll see whether or not it costs him.
Here's Bosch. Again, the miss by the Heat.
You can't fault him for taking the open look, guys. Just didn't go in for him. But, you know, he'll look to shoot that one again.
Sellinger, no good. And the Heat call time here. They're down by 2. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
You know what? You can go for the 3 to win or the 2 to tie. What's your choice in a situation like this?
I really like when you run plays that have options. Get to either one and take the best shot available.
There's 18 seconds left in the fourth. Now Dragic. Johnson the screen. Here's Bosch. Count it! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
When the games get close like this and you need somebody to step up, Chris Bosch doing it on that possession.
And the Raptors call time here. DeRozan. Oh, he hits it! How about that shot? Incredible!
I can't believe it. How in the world can you end the game on a shot like that?
And so the big win by Toronto in a tight game. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kyle, congrats on the win. What did you guys want to accomplish and get this win?
Everybody played. We all played together. You know, we stayed, aggressive and stayed the course of the game.
Thanks again, Kyle. Congrats on the win. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David. Thank you. Well, folks,
the 2K Sports postgame show.
And Ernie Johnson here with Jonas Valanciunas.
This guy is efficient. He don't believe in taking bad shots. He's all about the high-quality shots. It makes him a powerful presence in the low post, and he can impact the game on the defense end, too. He takes a lot of pride in protecting the rim.
You talk about it.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got